So y'all, I did a thing. Gotta go back on my word. I said I wasn't gonna do this. I was like, nah, I don't think I need to do that because I don't need to go that fast. So let me show y'all what I'm talking about. Yo, I did it. Damn it. What is this? I see something says Yamaha. What is that? Yamaha. Box is kind of busted up, but I sure hope it's not damaged. I waited for 4 days for this thing. But there we go. I think y'all can see right here what it says. Outboard. Let's crack it open. Let me get me some. Oh, here's some snips. Let's crack it open. And there's FedEx. Come and drop something else, I guess. Did I order something? I don't think I ordered nothing else. This box is stapled too. Let's see how good this packaging is. Ooh, let me see. Ooh, came with an external pump. Yes, I wanted one of these. Let's see. Thank you. I thought I was gonna have to buy one of these. I didn't realize it actually came with one because I'm doing the external fuel tank. I gotta go to the academy and get me one. So perfect. So we got that. I guess I'll put this right here. But look like even if the box got damaged, it wouldn't have hit the actual motor because there's so much space. But I'm surprised they don't have no cushion in between here. This metal. That prop is metal too. Nice. All right, let's open it up right here. I was hoping they had some foam in there. Here it goes. Let me see. I'll open this. All right, y'all. It's in the bag. There it goes. Yamaha. I guess I could pick it up and put it on this table right here. Let me move this stuff. I guess I'll put it on this table. I reckon I'll put it on the table. Table should be fine. Should be. All right. Let's lift it. Let's see how heavy it is. It's not too bad. I can lift it with one hand, but it's definitely not light, but I can lift it with one hand, as you can see. Here we go. Wait, do it. I think I can lean it on all sides, I think. Sure, guys, there we go. Got the little kill switch. All right. Oh, like this right here, because I'll be able to take a little chain. I think I got a little stainless steel chain that I can clip on here and then clip it onto the back of the kayak just in case it ever fall off. What is this right here? That's for your tilt. They got this right here. I need to, so now that I got it here, that was a quick unboxing. I need to build me a stand. So it's a 6 horsepower, as you can see. 6 horsepower. Can't really stand it up right now because I need to build me a stand. So let's build a stand, I guess. I guess this will be the first thing we have to do. Let's build a stand. But at first glance, this thing looks good. I like the little metal prop. Looks good so far. The impeller, I guess that's where it sucks the water in at. Or, I don't know. I never had a gas motor before, so I have no idea what I'm doing with this. But I guess I'm going to have to learn. It's going to be going on this kayak right here, y'all. On my CRES-CRAFT. I'm going to have to build me a mount because until Crescent sent me a plate, I'm going to just make my own for now. So I'm going to take this off. I got some wood. I'm going to build a little L bracket and mount it. Oh, I know there's 4 screws right here, so we'll see how that comes out. So I'll build that too. But for now, that's the motor, y'all. So I wish I would have had that stand already so I could stand it up. But let me go build the stand. I'm going to show you how I build the stand as well. All right, so this is going to be a downright, just a dirty quick bench. I don't have no plan. I'm going to just make like a, I guess like an H, go up and go across. So I already cut these 2 strips of wood. This was for my, this was a mount when I had my kayak on my trailer. So that's why you see these little U-boats on them. I had this in the backyard. Take this one off. This one is stuck. All right, so I got these 2 pieces. I'm gonna put these guys about right here. And what I think I'll do is put like a bracket going across and I'll go straight up in this way. And that'll be my little stand. I'm not gonna put no wheels on it for now. It'll just be something that's gonna just maybe just sit right here or something, somewhere. I don't know. We'll see where I put it. But I had a scrap piece of 2x4 too from a few weeks back. So I'll use that to cut my first L bracket that goes across. Then I'll go up. So let me do that now. All right. So I got my little H. That's going to be my base. So I'm going to screw this together. But let me actually put this over here so it could be somewhat straight. I'll butt it up against the edge of the concrete so I know that they're not crooked. So what I'll do is, this should be somewhat straight. I'll push this like that. Or I can actually just be smart and use a tape measure. But I can't find one. And I don't care about this bracket. This is just a base. So, well, let me just do it. Hold on. Let me stop being lazy. All right. So from this side, let's say 8 inches. Oh, no, that's actually good. They're both 8 inches. See, I'll put some screws. I got some decking screws that I'm gonna use. So I'm gonna just put that in here. Hold on. Hold up. All right, so I got that screwed in. So now I'm gonna build the sides up. All right, I was about to just cut this thing, but I realized that I better actually measure from here, the top of here to the bottom of here, see exactly how long I need this thing to be. So I'm glad I actually thought about that. So where it sits at from here, we're looking at 25 inches. Nope, 26. So I need to do like 28. That way it actually don't sit on the ground. So we're gonna say 28 inches. Ooh, I hope I have enough to do 28 inches. Let me see. I need two 28 inches pieces. I think I'll be good. I won't have enough for a cross beam, but I think I could use what I have. We'll see. All right, 28. Yep, that's good right there. All right, let's do another one. Make sure it's lined up. All right, now I can move this. Now that I have my cut. All right, what do we have for us? This piece goes. How long is it? Hey, it's right at 20 inches. That's perfect. So I'll use that for a cross beam. Cool. All right, so now let's just build up this side. In reality, if I'm going to the bottom right here, 28, if I put my 20 piece right here, it may be too sharp for that motor. No, the motor was 25. So it's gonna sit right at the bottom. That's perfect. To me, that's good. I think that'll work. Like I said, it's just, I'm not gonna say a temporary base, but it don't need to be that serious. I don't think it needs to be that serious. So, but I cut it 3 inches taller than what the motor actually sits. The bottom of the motor sits at 25 and a half. I cut it at 28 inches, so I should be good. So let me screw these sides up. All right, 4 screws should do on that side. Let me do the other side now. There we go, guys. I know it's a weird looking shape, but that's all I need, I think. So let me see if this motor will fit up there. Let me see. As long as it doesn't touch the bottom, the ground, then I'm cool. Oop. All right, there we go. It's actually standing up and it didn't fall yet, so nice. So what I'll do is I'll probably put this somewhere right here. I'll find me a little spot somewhere. And once I get one of these kayaks out of here, because I got 1, 2, and I took that one out last night. So got 3 kayaks in here. I need to clean this garage again. But like I said, every time I clean my garage, I come up with a new project. So there we go, guys. There's the motor. Of course, the kids over there decide they're gonna cut their grass while I make my video. I'm not sure why this thing is it upside down? Give a little tensioner. That's it started. Tighten this up. Let me pop this thing open right here. Let's take a quick look on the inside. Like I said, I don't know what I'm doing with this. I'm gonna have to learn this thing. My buddy Matthew, he's gonna help me out because he has a little 3.5 Mercury, so he's gonna help me do the braking period. But I'm gonna go run to Academy and get some oil and that external gas tank, because I don't even want to put no gas in here. I'm gonna just run straight with the external tanks. But yeah, this is the inside. I've watched a lot of videos so far on if you can't pull this, you gotta check, make sure that this little spring didn't come out. Making sure that if you're using this tank, make sure it's vented. The vent is actually open. So we have, I think, a single spark plug right here. What else? This is the carburetor. Apparently this is the same exact motor as a 4 horsepower, but it has I guess a different carburetor, which makes it a 6 horsepower. This is your forward, neutral, and reverse. You can see that little thing right here is moving on top. So that's forward, that's neutral, that's reverse. So it has to be in neutral so you can actually pull it. Obviously I'm not gonna pull it because I don't have any water and no gas. So, but yeah, guys, that's the quick unboxing video. I look forward to actually getting this thing on the water. So talk to you guys in the next video. Peace.